All right, good morning, everyone. And welcome to the third session of our free web design class. In the two previous sessions, we've taken time to explain the basics of building a professional WordPress website. And the first thing we did in our first class was I took you through the different processes you need to follow strictly to build a professional website. We talked about the domain name, how you need to get your domain name. We talked about the the hosting, and I kept on using a particular illustration to make it easy. I said, you want to build a house, your website is like the house you're trying to build, and your land is your hosting platform, the platform on which your website is located and upon which your website is built. It's your hosting. It provides the space and all of the things you need to get your website running. So your hosting platform is basically where your website is housed, right? That's what your hosting platform. And now we said the domain name is like your address. So you're going to a particular location, you input the address, it takes you to the particular spot, and the spot is usually on a piece of land, right? Geographical location. So your hosting serves as the land, the website itself is the house, while the address is your domain. And so in building a website, you need the domain, you need the hosting platform. And after that, we also quickly looked at how you can start setting up your website. Once you have your domain and then your hosting, how can you start setting up your website? The first thing we did was we said from your hosting platform, this is how your template looks like. This is how your cPanel looks like. And how do you get to your cPanel? The moment you get your hosting and you've bought your domain already, obviously your web provider or hosting provider would have sent you your cPanel details via the email you used to register. And so what you need to do is just to go to that email, log into your cPanel, and you're going to have something like this. This is how the cPanel interface looks like. Now, I said something in our two previous classes that all you have to do here is just to set up your email, and the other thing is to set up your what I call your WordPress. Set up email and set up your WordPress. Once you're done setting up your WordPress, you don't have any business setting up WordPress anymore. Yeah, the only thing you can come to do here at any point in time is to create more emails. It's just to create more emails, right? So in other words, you don't have any business here after you have done the setting up of your WordPress. That's all. And so last class, I walked you through the process of setting up your WordPress. You can either set it up using Softaculous or you can just use Quick Install. Whichever one you used last class, if you didn't follow our last class, then you must have missed a lot. But what that simply means is, I mean, you can actually find this out yourself. It's pretty much easy. It's just follow the process, right? Follow the process. Peradventure, I'm not too sure. The video I have of last class recording is very heavy. Maybe after the class, after the whole class, I might probably put those videos on either my platform, my website, or probably put them up on YouTube, and then I'll share the link for those who probably want to go back and make reference to them. But I'll also still leave the WhatsApp class open just in case you want to ask questions, maybe for some period. So while you are learning, you can always ask your questions, and then I'll make short videos to explain. So it can also help those in the group to learn. Okay, so I want to believe at this point, if you're with us, you must have built your website up to the point where you've installed your WordPress. You've installed your WordPress, and when you install your WordPress platform would always look like this. Let's quickly log into this WP. So that's your domain name / WP-admin. That's how you access your WordPress backend, and that's how you sign into your website henceforth, right? Once you do that, this is where you find yourself. And remember, in our last class, I gave you a bit of how to. I explained and I walked you guys through how to configure your WordPress. The first thing you do once you've uploaded WordPress is this. Very simple. Go to your settings. Ensure you go to your settings. From settings, now go to permalinks. On your permalinks, what you do here is simple. All you need to just do is to ensure that your permalink setting is set to post name. Oftentimes, when you get here, you find the permalinks somewhere here. It is either here or here, or sometimes it can even be here. But make sure it is on post name. Why? So that every time you go to a page, right? Every time you point to a page or you create a new page, your website, the navigation system is simple. In other words, what you have is your domain name slash the page name. That's how every website works, right? So it's pretty much easy for the algorithm of Google to actually find your page and all of that. I mean, you can't have your website, your domain name, sorry, slash dates and then your page. No, it doesn't work that way. So if you don't set this, you're going to have a problem navigating through your page, and it's going to be difficult for the Google algorithm to find your website, right? Cool. So you set your what's that? You set your settings. You go to permalinks. Remember, you go to permalinks and then ensure that you set your common setting to post name. That's the first thing you do. Now, the next thing you do, like I advise everyone at the other time, I always like to have a very clean WordPress page, especially when you're starting out. I like to have a very clean WordPress page. So what do? You go to your plugins, and I explain what plugins are. Plugins are like the pre-installed softwares you get on your phone when you buy your phone. A lot of times you buy your, well, in this case, Android phone, and then you have a lot of pre-installed apps, Facebook, WhatsApp, and a lot of other apps, all right? Now, they come pre-installed. A lot of them are even paid for by someone has to pay, the developer had to pay to put them on those phones, like I explained the other time, right? Basically like an advertising strategy. So that when you buy your phone, you just have those apps already in existence on your phone. You don't need to download them. And there are even some that you don't even need, and are just while taking up your space. And so you need to delete some of those apps in case you don't probably need them. So in the same way, I like to have a very clean interface. I want to be responsible for the kind of things I download on my website. I don't want anything taking up space. So what I do next is I go to my plugins. Your plugins are like your apps. Just like on your phone, you have your apps, right? For more functionality, you download a particular app to get things done in a certain way, or to help you get to help you get things done better, right? So in the same way, for your WordPress website, your plugins are like those software that actually help to give you your website more functionality and makes it look more professional. Cool. So let's go to our plugins. You go to your plugins. I've clicked on plugins. On your plugins interface, every time you click on anything here, what happens is it displays in your right hand side, right? So it displays here. So you go to your plugins, like I said, click on plugins. I mean, look at the top button here. Click on it. It selects everything because I don't want you deleting one by one. Click on it, come to the bulk action and click on deactivate. Once you click on deactivate, click on apply. So what happens is you deactivate all this plugin. For you to delete a plugin, you have to first deactivate them. But I'm doing everything together as one, a bulk action. I don't want to be doing it one by one. That's why that's why I had to come first to click on this. Once I click on this, you can see it deselects everything. But once I click on the first box here, it selects everything. And then I go to bulk action, I click on deactivate. I don't want to deactivate because I mean, I'm just trying to explain what we did in our last class. So you click on deactivate and then you click on apply all. It deactivates all your plugins. Then when that is done, come back again, click on this, it selects everything, then click on delete. Click on delete and then apply all. It deletes everything totally, right? Cool. Now, when that is done, you have a very clean, as a matter of fact, let's do this. Yeah, I like to do this. So let's deactivate, just to show you what I'm talking about. We've deactivated, all right? So I'm clicking again on it, now selecting everything, I go to delete. Then I click on apply all. It says, it prompts me, are you sure you want to delete all the plugins? I'm like, yeah, I want to delete it. I call the shots. All right, so what happens is, just look at it, it's deleting. Now there's something you will notice. I have a very clean interface now. Can you see how you don't have too many things moving around and all of that? The interface is clean. So it's like when you wipe off all the apps on your phone is clean. Sometimes you restore default settings, so everything is wiped off and then it's clean. That's what I've done. So what's the next thing you do at this point? I said, go to your plugins. We're still on plugins. Add new. There are two things you need here. You need your starter template. So click starter template. Click starter template. I'm just trying to go back. I'm just trying to repeat this so that those that are just joining would understand how we got here. So click on your starter template. Install now. Now, your plugins, like I said, are where you look at some apps that you need and then you download those apps, just like apps on your phone, but these are softwares, right? They are software. And like I said, they help for better functionality, right? So cool. So now I'm going to activate. You can when you download a software, you need to, or a plugin, which is called plugins for WordPress, you need to activate them. If you don't activate them, they are just there. They are not functional. So until you activate them, that's when they become functional. So I've activated that plugin. Then let's go. Let's add more. One more thing we need to add. We've added starter templates. The next thing we need to add is our Elementor. Elementor is the page builder. Elementor is our page builder. Elementor is our page builder. We can see it, Elementor website builder. All right, so click install. After installing, we activate. You click activate. All right, so it's activated. As you can see, we have Elementor, we have starter templates. Now, what's the function of both? Your starter template it gives you access to a lot of free templates, professional templates that you can edit to suit the kind of website you want. So you don't need to start building your website from scratch. That's why we downloaded starter templates, right? Cool. Now, why did we download Elementor? Elementor is the page builder. It helps us edit any page without you knowing any line of coding. So you don't need to go to the source and start coding. No, it gives you the flexibility to just drag and drop, change colors, just your at the interface, just at the front end, without you going to the back end to start doing some coding and all of that, right? That's why it's called a page builder. It helps you build pages, professional pages in website, right? So cool. So we have those two things. Now it's time to build our website. Cool. So where do we start? Let's go to our starter template. Click on C library, right? That's what we did the last time. Remember, we clicked on C library. Now, we're using Elementor. On your C library, you have all kinds of templates, and then you have Elementor, right? So because I don't want you to take a template that you cannot use, right? Because you have some premium template that you cannot use because you don't have a premium account. I'm going to explain that later on, but it's not for this class. Just forget about that. So where you have all, you can see on the topmost top of your page at this point, where you have all, click on it and go to free. Wait. Click on that and go to free. Yes, it's on free now. Yeah. I don't know why it's still retaining, but it's on free. So click on that and go to free. Now, when you go to free, you notice that what you have here, you don't have any of those premium buttons. So that means you can use any of this website. All of these are templates that you can actually make use of. They are templates you can make. It depends on the kind of website you're trying to build. It depends. You can see all the types of website at the bottom, right? So look at any one that appeals to you, just pick them, and then you're good to go. Like, okay, for instance, the one I actually downloaded the other time was this. I picked this, right? So let's pick that as well. So we're taking this, I click on it. Once I click on it, it's called Brand Store. It's basically like an e-commerce platform, right? Once I click on it, all I need to do is simple. I just import complete site. That's all you do. And then if you want to check it properly, you click preview. Once you click on preview, it opens up. It opens up to show you how the website is going to look like. Now, let me quickly say something here. This website is beautiful, right? Yes, it is. But what makes a website beautiful or interesting, right? For you to be able to get this same website, when you download it and when you're done editing, you have to ensure that you have very, very good, high quality pictures. Pictures that are properly taken. Your pictures are very fundamental. They're fundamental. If I change this picture and I use terrible pictures, it will destroy. I mean, you won't get a clean website like this. It won't be this interesting, pleasing to the eyes. Do you understand? So your pictures are also very important. You have to source for very, very nice, beautiful pictures. And if it's possible, try as much as possible not to deviate totally too much, especially now that you're just starting out. If you're someone like me who you've done this over time, you are able to deviate drastically. If I show you a website I did and I show you the template I use, you would look at it and say, no, it's a lie. My own website is the real template, while the other one is a fake template. Now, that's how, once you get to a point where you're so good at it, you are able to tweak a template and make it even better than what you have already, right? But at the learning stage, just try and make sure that at least what you are just change picture and make sure the picture you are changing it to is actually a better picture than what you have there. Don't use a picture that is worse than what you have there. What happens is the website loses that aesthetics, that I mean that thing you saw that you like, that made you use the website, sorry, the template initially. You lose that if your pictures are terrible. All right, so let's not waste much time. Let's go back to the page the website that we're trying to build. Okay, so we like this template, so let's import completely. I click on import completely. What it does is it imports everything plus the text plus everything. It asks you this is just a question for you. You can answer, you may not answer. Okay, but it says we should answer. I'll just say I'm a beginner, I don't need this. I'm building a website for myself. Yeah, that's all. It's asking for your first name. I can skip this. I'm not giving you my name, and then it imports. Right. So it will import everything in that. It will import a lot of plugins. Don't forget what plugins are. Plugins are like the apps for your phone. They help just like apps help your phone function properly, your plugins help your website function properly. There's a plugin for different things, different things, like you get to know as we proceed. All right. So I'm waiting for, it's also importing the content. The funny thing is it will import the website the way it is, just like this. It will come like this, everything. It will import everything, including the pictures and everything. So I'm waiting for it to import. It's importing. So while we wait, if you have any question, you can ask. And this will import very soon, I know, but just if you have any question, you can ask me on the group. I'll answer your questions. Or if you're on the WhatsApp group, you can actually drop your questions there, and I'll answer them as we make progress. All right. The website is facing temporary issue in connecting with the template server. In connecting with the template server, import field is facing a, okay, no problem. I'm not going to waste my time on you. I'm going to look for another template so that we don't waste time, right? Now let's just pick another template. It doesn't have to be an e-commerce platform. It can be an e-commerce platform as well. Depends on what you want. But let me see. Lawyer. Okay, let's see. I just want to pick something and just edit for you guys so you see. Okay, maybe you're a freelancer. I don't know. Could be a freelancer. You could be anything in pursuit of happiness. This is for a pharmaceutical company. This is for a diagnostic lab. Woman empowerment, like an NGO kind of book. You have a book you want to sell, an ebook author. This is for an e-commerce site, a cosmetic store. This is also a beautiful template. This is also a very beautiful template. I really like this template. Like, it's beautiful. I mean, it's an e-commerce store as well. There are lots of templates we can pick. I just want to pick one and just edit it, right? I just want to pick one and just edit it. Okay, so let's just look for one. Which one should we pick? This guy is a lawyer. Okay. Oh, okay. And by the way, okay. Okay, let me show you this. I want to show you guys something. Can you see this? Can you see this? Okay, there's also a nice one. We can go for that. It depends on what you're trying to do, what you're trying to achieve. Okay, guys, let's not waste too much time. Let's just pick one. I just want to pick anyone. I don't know which one is in your mind, but let me pick. Let me pick this. Import complete site. All right. So I'm deleting the previous one. Yes. So, all right. So next. So if you have any question, please, you can ask me on the group or probably ask me on WhatsApp. While this is installing, all right. All right. This thing is almost ready. So we're waiting to, what we're just doing simply is we're waiting for everything to, the template to finish importing, and then we can now, we can then start editing, which is really the basis of today's class. So once it is done editing, when it is done importing, we can then go ahead and start editing. As you can see, it's deleting the old one, importing content and all of that from the new one, right? So you can change between templates, but it's also very good to check all the templates and be sure the one you want before you import, so that you won't have problems with your so you have problems with your website. All right, cool. So successfully imported. So let's check it. Let's be sure. At times when it probably may not display properly the way you want it. Of course, I mean, you can see this is our website. Beautiful, very, very beautiful, as you can see. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so guys, you can see that we've been able to import that fantastic, beautiful website, and this is what we have. We have a wonderful website. This is a growth and a content marketing, basically a content marketing website. As you can see, it's very beautiful. So the next thing to do now is to start editing this template. And you can see how beautiful it is. I mean, it comes out professionally. So at the end of the day, your website is as good, like I said, as the template you've downloaded, and also how you are able to edit it. You can see I'm in the about page. It's also very beautiful. You just need to make changes to all of these things to suit what you want to do with it. And then you have testimonial, testimonials. Let's see how it looks like. This is the testimonial page for this guy. And then finally, we have Hire Me. It's a beautiful website. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful website. All right, guys. Okay, so this is the Hire Me page, the front page and all of that. And then you're good to go. All right, so cool. So let's edit this. Let's go back to our own page and let's start editing this website. We're good to go. Let's go. So how do you edit? Now, you're on the page you want to edit. We're on the home page. What do we do? Go to Elementor. But before we do that, let's set this page up. This is the home page, right? So the first thing we do, let's customize it. So I'm going to come here and do this. You go to customize on top. Now, what you're trying to do here is to customize the logo, the email, and some other things. Not necessarily email, your logo, your favicon, and some other things, right? So that your WordPress does not look, you know, how you open a new WordPress, like you created a WordPress page, and then when you send a link to someone, what they see is, as your tagline is, just another WordPress site. That's terrible. It's very terrible. Terrible because it shows that you're not done with your work, right? So it's like sending an half-baked, half completed WordPress site to your clients, right? Which is not cool. So the first thing we have to do at this point is to see how we can, let's see how we can edit, customize the WordPress template so that it is looking like our brand, even like, I mean, it's carrying our logo. It has, sometimes you can change the phone number there and some other things even before you get there. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know why this is delaying network and all of that. I think it's raining, so the network is a bit. Okay. I don't know why this is happening, but let's see. I don't know why this is happening. It's taking a while. Let me refresh it again. Let's refresh. Okay, yeah, it's opened. Okay, so it's opened. All I did was just to refresh. It's opened now. You can see it. All right. Can you see this? All right. So it's still the same home page, but it's open on this side. All I did was just to customize. I clicked on customize on top, and then it opened to this page. So let me just quickly walk you guys through this. This is very important because you need to customize your website. And for different websites, they have different, although if you look at it critically, a lot of them are, a lot of times for WordPress, most of these things, there are some things that are generic. There are some things that are generic. At least your home page setting is generic. Your home page setting, what does that mean? Every time you have a WordPress theme, when you go to customize, what you should do here is this. Make sure that this is on a static page. Make sure that your home page displays a static, it's a website, it's not a blog. If it's a blog, then you can have your latest posts, right? Let me show you something. If I click on latest post now, what happens is, just watch. What happens is this becomes my own page. So every time you visit this site, any new post, article I put up, or blog, or whatever it is, that's what you get to see here, right? That's what you get to see. But this is a website. It is not supposed to be a blog. It can be a website that has a blog, right? But I want to display my home page first. So what you do is this. Click on static. Go to your home page setting. Click on static. You want static page. Then what's the home page you want to see? Make sure the home page is, choose the page. You want it to be home. Then what is the post page means the blog. The blog is always the sample page, right? It's a sample page. So what happens is when you go to the blog, you get to see that. But of course, don't worry. So you click publish. Once you click publish, just make sure home page is on home. You click publish, and then you're good to go. You click on publish, and then you're good to go. You're good to go. Your home page is already, this is what your home page is already, so there's no need to bother. All right, so that's that. So that's the first thing you do. Then another thing, let's go to global. On global, let's see. Let me see. Okay, you don't need to make any changes here, except you want to change the color. You can see the color of your website. This is the color of the theme. This is the typography. Like, typography is the text. I don't have a problem with the text, so I don't need to make any changes. The headings, let's check the headings. It's basically for tests. I don't have a problem with it anyway, so let's go. Colors, you might want to change the color depending on what your logo is, right? You may want to change the color. Like, the background for this is this color. You may decide to change it, right? You may decide to change it to something a little bit. Maybe you can say, okay, let me do it white. Depends on what you want. And then you click on publish. It changes the background to white. It changes the background to white. But I don't want to make too much serious change. So let me just leave it as what it was before. And then we'll get there. When we get to that line, we'll cross it. All right, so let's proceed. But there are a couple of things I want us to take note of and make changes to. Where are you? Okay, yeah. And normally for a lot of page, you can see some you will see site image, or some you will see header. Just click on it, right? And then logo. So it's asking you to, you can change your logo here. Wait, chill. Why are you giving me this? All right, let's go back. So to go back, just click on cancel. Yeah. So So remember, to customize, we go to customize. To customize means you're changing the settings of the WordPress, right? Of the page itself. So we said go to header builder. When you go to header builder, what happens is this is your logo. See the logo here, right? So we want to change the logo. You can click on this. This is the logo you can see. So you might say, okay, I don't want this logo. I want to use another logo. Then you can change it. How do you change it? Let's say you want to put another logo. Do I have any other logo I can use? I don't know, but you know what? You can quickly create a logo. You can quickly create a logo. Probably I'll do maybe in our last class. I'll teach you how to do that. All right, because I don't have enough time. Let's just look for one logo and upload it. So I could just say, okay, let me pick one logo and upload. Let me just pick one logo and upload. Let me just pick one logo and upload. It could be this. I could say this. Yep. Maybe this. Trevari. That's the name of a brand anyway. So I'm just showing this. This is an example. Not like I'm going to use that. Skip cropping and go. All right. So we've changed the logo. You're wondering why this has not been affected, because we have the Retina logo here. So let's remove the Retina logo. Let's change it actually to the Trevari as well. Let's change it to the Trevari as well. Oops, we've done that. Okay. So you can see our logo has changed, but if you look at it critically, you'll see that it's a bit, it brings everything down because of the size. So we probably need to now come here. You can see you're editing. Come here, drag this to the back. You drag this to the back. Just make sure you have something that's cool. So we dragged it a little bit. We drag this a little bit. Display site title is like, the title of your page. Mine is relevant gadget. So if I want it to show, once I click on this as relevant gadget, what happens is it shows relevant gadget. I don't want it to display. So man, I am taking that off. Then display site tagline. The tagline could be, for what most WordPress, it is usually just another WordPress. But for mine is affordable gadget. So do I want to show that? I don't need to show that really. So I'm taking that off. Yeah, because it's messing up my WordPress, my where my, what do you call it, where my logo is. All right, so I've done that. All I need to do, every time you make changes, just click on publish. Publish means you're like saving it, so it becomes permanent, and that's it. All right, so I think that's all we need to do here. We change our logo and all of that. There's something called favicon. Let me see if this one has favicon. Let me go back to customize. Favicon is, that thing when you, for instance, look at this website. Look at this website. When you come on, it's a WordPress website, but when you come on it, you can see, can you see the ad, this ad? You can see this ad, that's the logo of the website. Let me go to the website so you know what I'm talking about. Now this is a website I built for my client. You can see, this is the, can you see? This is the logo, right? When you know how when you go to a website, you can see when I leave the website, what you find is the logo. But a normal WordPress website like ours, Relevant Gadget, can you see it is the WordPress thing you can find here. What you can find here is the WordPress logo, is WordPress. So you need to, it's called favicon. It's called favicon. So we need to change our favicon to something much more. Let's see. Let me see if this one has a place to change favicon. Normally most website, most of these guys, they have it global. Okay, I've gone to global before. Header, I've gone to header, transparent, header, primary. Let me see other types. Do you want the transparent? Do you want? All right, let's go. I don't want this. Design. Let me see design. Full width margin. Okay. No. All right. I'm trying to see. Breadcrumb. Let me see. Could be here. Header position inside and after. Okay, the blog. I don't need blog. Sidebar. I don't need sidebar. All right. I'm just trying to see where the favicon is. Footer builder, copyright, social media. This is just for everything at the bottom. I don't need this yet. Okay, it has. Okay, my menu. Your menu is basically all of this. Let me show you. These are your menu. This is called your menu. Everything on top of your website is called your menu. All right. I'm just trying to see what I can do. Okay, the favicon is not displayed here. It is not displayed here. So this one, doesn't have the favicon here. This page, this particular page doesn't have the favicon here. I would have changed it now and you would see it. All right, but let's not waste time. Let's just leave this page. Let's go back to the WordPress. So you click on the cancel and then it takes you to the WordPress page. Okay, so this is the home page. I want to edit this page. How do I edit this page? Go to edit with Elementor. Click on it. You click on it. It opens. Just give it some time to open. Sometimes it depends on your network. If the network is good, it opens very fast. All right, it has opened. As you can see, it has opened. So now, as you can see, on my right-hand side is my website. On the left-hand side is my Elementor icons. In other words, I make the changes here and it is affected on my WordPress, on my website, right? Okay, let me just explain something. So this is how Elementor works. Your website is in blocks, like blocks upon blocks, blocks upon blocks. Let me explain what I mean by blocks. Let me click here. This is a block. From here to this part is a block. So I can delete the old, for instance, let me show you something. If I delete, just watch the website. Can you see there's a blue part here? There's a white and a yellow here. Then there's another blue. You can see that's block. So this is one block. From here to here is one block. The blue part is one block. This is another block. Then this is another block, right? Then this, all the white is another block. Then all of this is one block. This is one block. This is another block. This is another block. You can see like that to the end. So what that means is you can change a part. For instance, let me just give an example. You can change. So I don't like this block, for instance. I like it. Actually, I like it. Okay. I don't like this block, for instance. All I need to do is just to click X, cancel. I've taken it out. Now, or let me go back. Control Z, it brings it back. Right? Control Z brings it back. You can see this was the one I deleted before. So I can decide and say, okay, you know what? I don't like this, but I want to add something else here. So I click on plus. There are two ways to add a block. We have established that your website is made up of blocks. So you can either, how do you edit? You can either take out one block, take out a block totally, an entire block totally, and replace it with something else, right? Or you can just take it out totally because you don't want it. So for instance, I can say, I don't want this. I don't want this. Okay, I want this. Okay, I want this. Okay, I can say, all right, this is white, white, white. Okay, I don't want the blue in between. I can take out all the blue in between. I don't want this. I just want the white like this, yes. I can say, okay, I don't want all of this. This one is too much. I'm deleting it. You can see I've deleted it. I've deleted this and I want this. And that's all, right? So I've reduced my page to 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 blocks, right? I can do that. I can do this. Or I can say, you know what? I want a block in between this and this, in between this blue, this one, and this one. I want a block. So how do you add a block? Simple. Come here, click on plus, the plus sign. When you click on the plus sign, sorry, where are you? Okay, sorry, let me just go back. Control. Yep. Okay. Control Z. Okay. All right. So what do you do? Click on the plus sign. Let's click on the plus. Let's click on our plus sign now. Why are you giving me problem? Okay, you know what? You cannot be wiser than us. Chill. So let's click on the plus sign here. So two ways to add to your to add blocks to your template, right? Very simple. So we click on the plus sign, this comes up. Now let's look at what does all of this means. When you the plus, this is when you want to do it manually. You want to do it manually, you want to build manually. So it's not advisable at this stage because you can't, I'm not saying you can't, but it will be a bit wacky. So what you do here is this, it's simple. If you want to build manually, what you just need to do is, once you click on the plus sign, you come here, you click on the plus sign here as well. This first plus sign is for Elementor. It gives you the opportunity to choose the kind of settings you want for that block. So you want a block that has 3 different layers, 3 different columns. you can go for this. You want the one that has 4 columns, you can go for this. So you want to have a test here and a picture here. You want a large space with text, you can go for this. You want this, a large space for text or picture, and then you want test here, or you want whichever one you want, right? Or you want just one page that has picture, you can go for it. So whatever you want. But in this case, I want to divide the page into 2 equal parts. So I want 2 columns, 2 equal columns. I click this. Now you can say I have the 2 columns here. Now, so what do you do now? I want to build manually. I want to create my own. So you click on the plus here. Once you click on the plus here, look at what happens on your left-hand side. What happens on the left-hand side? The Elementor tabs open. So it tells you, do you want to add tests? Is it adding? Your test is just like your typical. Let me just give an example. So I'll drag this in here. Just drag it into any of the boxes you want. We have 2 boxes here. So I want a headline. Let me just put this here. I can just drag this in here. That's my headline. So I can change the headline here. I can say about us. Or get I can say get to know us. Sorry. I can say get to know us. Yep. All right. Now, once you type, don't forget, for you to make this permanent, you have to click on update. Once you click on update, you're saving, you're updating the template, right? So don't forget what I did. It was just headline. So I've updated it. It's good. Then come back here. Look at these buttons you have here. This button takes you back to the icons for Elementor. This was the first one we used. Now, I've dragged this. I've created my headline. The next one is I want a body copy, inner section. So I want this. I drag this. Make sure it is underneath your logo. Sorry, I said logo. Underneath your headline. So I put it there. Once I put it there, what happens is, don't forget, look at what we're looking at. The inner section, it's the one that has 2 inner sections. So in this context, it means that I want to have in this column, this is the column. There are 2 columns, this one and this one. So under this column, I want to have 2 inner columns. So yeah, I can have test. I can have test here. I've dragged my test inside, right? Then I can also say I want to have another test here. Yeah. Right? Cool. Can you see? So you can edit your test, whatever you want to put here, edit it. You can also edit this one. Just click on this, it opens, and then you edit it. So in this other side, I can say, okay, you know what? I want to put a picture here. So all I need to do, once you click on it, it opens the icon. If it doesn't open, come here, come to this where you have these multiple square buttons here. Click on it, it opens. Click on it, it opens this. I want to put an image. Just drag the image and drop it there. So once you drag it, it opens up. So it asks you what image do you want to put. So come to the left, click on the image you want. It takes you to your library. It's either you upload an image there, or you can use any pre-existing image already. But it's always good you upload an image. Depends on what you want to show. Okay, let's say I want to upload an image. Let me just look for one image on my system and just upload it. So I go to upload file. I look for an image. What image do I want to use? Let me go to my download. All right, that's where I am already. Let me go to pictures. Let me see if I can get any picture. Okay, let me see if I can get any picture. Okay, I have the picture of this beautiful family. Yeah, chilling. Okay, I downloaded that picture. I'm uploading the picture already, right? So the picture is uploaded to my media already. So it's uploaded. So what do I do? Then I say insert media. So what happens is it brings this picture here. Can you see? It brings the picture here. So if I'm done, I click on update. Now this is what you get. This is what you get. So to see it properly, you can see there's an icon here. It means hide this panel. It hides this panel. So it makes this one bigger so you can see your website properly. So I've hidden it, right? So can you see? This is my website now. I've added this part. Can you see? I added this part. Now that's one way to, and then you can just keep playing. So on this, you can keep playing on. Once you do this, you can keep playing on it. You can add more things. I have my picture there. You can add more things. Okay, I want them to be able to click on a button. Just bring click button and drag it here. Okay. I want the click button to be somewhere in the middle. So make sure. Now, notice I'm still holding my mouse. If I put it here, it will be underneath this test. You can see. If I want it on top of here, I'll put it here, but that won't be nice. So if I want it on the other side of the test, I'll put it here. But I want it in the middle, so I'll bring it down. Can you see? So it stretched across that column. So I dropped it. What happens is it comes here, right? It comes to it's aligned to my left. So I can say I want it in the center. Then I do this. Can you see? I click on this. So every time you click on something, it opens to your left. It gives you the opportunity to edit it on your left. So you can edit it. Bam. So you can do that, edit it. And then what do you do? I can say, okay, I want it on the right-hand side. I click on the right. You can see it goes there, right? I can say I want it on the other left-hand side. I click it, it goes there. You can see in the middle, it goes there, right? So I think this side is cool. Now, again, you can say you want to put a link. I want anytime you click on this, I want it to go to about us. I'm going to teach you how to do that. That's pretty simple. It depends. If this is about, if you have an about, you can just do hashtag ABUT and you click on update, right? Click on update. Let's see if that is going to work for us. So if I want to view this, how do I go back to my page? When you do this, you are still in your Elementor edit mode, but it just gives you the opportunity to stretch your website so that you can see your website properly, right? So let's click back, take it back. So, but if you really want to view your website and know how it looks like, it's simple. All you need to do is to come here, right? Sorry, not here. Where are you? Come here, sorry. Come here, right? So go to the top, come to the top. Let's go back. So come to the top here, view page, click on view page. Click on view page. It takes you back to your page, that page. See, this is the one we edited now, right? It's our own page. So let's click here. Let's see where it will take us to. Now, normally, it's supposed to take us to about us. But because we've not set our about us, that's why we are stranded. So what do I do? Simple. Let's go back to our own page, right? Let's go back to our own page so that we don't get it confused. Now we're on our own page. So what do I do? Go back to click on edit with Elementor. I'm going to quickly edit it. You'll see what I mean. And you see how easy that can be. Very, very easy. So what do I do? Because I want it to take me to about us page, right? So what do I do? Go back to that particular. So click on it. It opens here. So what do? You see where you have this link? It's simple. All we need to do is just to, let me go to another page and type, mine is Relevant Gadget, right? relevantgadget.com. So I remove all of this, relevantgadget.com/about, right? So I'm going to copy that. I've copied it. I want to take it back to my, where are you? Where's the page where I didn't? Oh, where are you? Okay, where are you? Oh, wow. Where's the page I was editing? Interesting. Okay, back. I'm here. All right, so cool. So I have to paste that link here. So what I've done is I've just copied the link of about. So is my website, my domain name /about. Make sure you get the link properly. /about. I update it. Okay, I update it. Then after updating, let's go back to that page. Let's open this page and see if we can click on it. So let's see if it's going to work. All right, let's see if it's going to work. So I click on this. It should normally take me to about. Just watch this part. It takes me to about. Can you see? It takes me to about, right? So it is this link you copy. Normally what you do is you copy this link, you copy it, and then you go. Normally I like to finish building my website, then I'll not start adding the links. But I just want to show you how to do that here, right? Just in case you want to start building your website, right? That's why I have to do that. So let's not waste time. Let's continue. So we've added this link here. I probably need to change it so that it won't be click here. I need to change something else. Maybe I could say learn more or something, something interesting. All right. Or contact us or whatever it is, but it's an about us page, so you know what to do to an about us page. You want them to read more about your company and all of that. So where do you change here? Come to the tests. You can say learn more. Learn more. You type that. That's all. Now the thing about me, I like space a lot. I don't like when website is clogged. So if I were you, what I'll do here is this. I'll come here and look at this. See the space between this part and the space between this part. It's a lot, right? It's a lot. But look at the space here. There's no space. Everything is clogged together. So what do you do? Simple. You can just drag your spacer, drop your spacer at the bottom of this guy. Okay, let's first come to the top. Chill. Let's take it back. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. So what we'll do is let me see. Let me see. Okay. So so I can use a divider or a spacer. I normally use divider or spacer. Divider would divide it into two. Let me just space. So let's bring a spacer here. I drop it here. So yeah, that's all. I go back. I take the spacer again. I drop it at the bottom. I want space to get on top and all of that. I take my spacer here. I drop it on top of my picture. So everything is balanced, it's equal. Do you get, like there's a spacer. Can you see this is equal, right? So this one too is equal, right? So it gives it, my website becomes professional. It's not looking haphazard and all of that. Okay, automatically, because I put the spacer there already, so there's a spacer there, so it's cool. I really don't need to put it here, but you can if you want to. So you can see I have space. I have space on top. I like to have space. I don't want when everything is looking all choked up and the likes. Then I think I'll prefer this to come to the middle. So all I need to do is just to click on it and then take it to, and then click on align it to the middle, and that's all. Right? Cool. So I have that. Now, somebody could say, how do I change the color on the background? Now, to change the color on the background, because the color is on all of this block, is on all the block, is blue. I come here, click on this. So it opens for me here. Come to style. Come to style. Yeah. Come to your style. Let's click on that. You have different background. You have the gradient. You have video. You can put a video there. You can actually insert a video link, right? So let's try that. So I can go on YouTube and look for a video link. Let me look for a video link. Let me say lovely video. I'm just looking for a lovely, nice video. Oh, come on. I just want a nice, beautiful nature. Let me just look for nature. I want nice, beautiful nature video. All right. Okay. All right. It can be this. All right. So I copy the link. Now let's go back to our website. All right. So I can put this link here. Just put the link, the video link here. Control V. I put the link there. Now, can you see? Can you see? That can just be it. Or however, and it is plain. However, to do that, you don't need to have too much text here. You can just have one text. So if I'm going to do this, for instance, I'm going to take this off. Now just watch, just check, look at what I'm doing. All I need to do is just to come here, because this button, this controls the text here. I'll just take out this text. I don't need too much text. I've taken that off. I need to take off this picture as well. So I'm going to just come here. I'll click on this picture. Yeah, I'll right click on the picture and I'll click on delete. The picture goes off, right? And so look at what I have. So I want this to come to this other side. See, just the thing is, just keep playing with your, I want this to come to this side so that you can see more of the picture. Now, my video is looking a bit squashed. So like I said, I want space. I want enough space. So because I deleted those pictures, the picture and the text, that's why you have that. So I can actually add more space. Yep. So use your spacer to add more space. Use your spacer to add more space. So the video becomes beautiful, big, and all of that. And you can see I keep adding more space on top and all of that. That's it. That's pretty much it. Pretty much it. Yeah, pretty much it. Right? And you know why this text is aligned to your left? It is because we remember what we did here. It's because we created two columns. If I had created one column, right? Okay, let me give an example. I can delete this column, for instance. Let me delete this column. All I did was just to come here. All right. All I did was just to come here. You can see there are two columns. There are two columns. This is one. Yeah, this is one. Yeah, right? So this column, you can see this box means it's for all of this. So I want to delete this particular column. Deleting means because it's on a stretch. So once I delete this one extends to this point. I'm just trying to show you something. So I could probably take it back. So I right click and then I click on delete. What happens is this becomes stretched. Can you see it becomes stretched? But let me control Z to undo. Now before, can you see it stopped here? Can you see it stopped here? My test stopped here. This is where it ends. Can you see it stopped here? But the moment I delete this, it's stretched. So can you see it's stretched? It is stretched. So you can have this in the middle. You can say, okay, I want this in the middle now. You can have it in the middle. You can say, okay, I want this in the middle now. You can have it in the middle, right? Depends on what you want, right? So we have that. Now, we're still talking about you can change. I'm talking about changing your background. You can change your background. So okay. I don't want to use a video. I want to use a slideshow. I want to show different pictures, different things happening in the background, pictures sliding. Okay, so let's just go. Let me just go to my media. I don't need to add more pictures. Let me just go to my media. I just need to look for pictures and okay, I'm taking this picture. I want this to. I'm selecting all the pictures I want to use. I don't want to add new pictures. I just want to use the ones I have already. I'm taking this one. If it works for me, okay. I'm taking this one and I'm taking this one. Okay, so I create new gallery. So all of this picture will be they'll be used as my slider. So I insert image in my gallery. I insert image in my gallery. All right. Okay, so cool. All right, so you can see it is sliding on its own. It's sliding on its own. If you don't like a particular picture, you can just come here, right? Come here, click on it, then come to that picture and remove it. Just come to that picture and you remove it. It's as simple as that, right? And then you insert image. That's all. It takes it out. Okay, so I'm just trying to show you all the things you can do with this. This is gradient. Like you want to have different colors in your background, right? Different colors in your background, so you can use your gradient. Then this other one is just the regular one. You can decide to have an image, or you can decide to just have one color background. So in this context, it's a one color background is blue. So okay, let's say I don't want the blue. I want a red background. Choose this red. See, it changes, right? I can change the kind of red I want. It can be a lighter shade of red. It can be a lighter shade of red or a darker shade of red, right? So once you do that, just click back on the picture, on the color. That's what you have there, right? So I'm just showing you the different things you can actually do with your, like how you can actually edit, right? So we're good to go. We're good to go. We've done a lot of changes within the last. All right, so cool. Let me just leave this here. All right, so that's one way to make your changes. Another way to make your changes is this. Okay, so we've talked about this and I've told you the different things you can do with this. The other thing you can actually do is this. You can come here, you can add a template. Say for instance, you have saved a particular template. It could be a template you have saved, you can use it. Now in this context, let me show you. Let's do it again. When we click here, you are creating your block manually. But when you click here, you are trying to use a pre-existing block. So let's click on blocks. Remember I told you that your website is made up of blocks. Elementor has a storage of blocks you can actually take from, but it is more friendly to people who have bought a premium account. That's a premium Elementor account. But you don't need to worry. Don't worry. You're well taken care of. So all this where you have pro are all premium themes, but premium blocks. But don't worry. Let's first and foremost go to the one we want. What do we want to do there? Do you want an about us page? An about us block? Do you want a block that shows your list of clients? Is it like a header? A header is like the one you have. That's something to just a call to action. Hero is also like also a call to action or something on your. Let's just, you can just pick any of this to see what it looks like. So it gives you let me see, hero. It gives you different. These are different pictures. So I can take this. I can say I like this. I click on this. I say okay, I like this. I like this. I can insert this to my website, right? It will tell me to. It wants me to open an Elementor account to like register with Elementor, right? So you can just do that. You can just get started and register and all of that. You can do all of that. Just get started and register, and then you can use it. I already have an account, so I'll just connect using my own account, right? So once I do that, I can download the template, the block, the one I chose before, right? Sometimes because of network, you need to have a very good network, right? For that to happen. So you can see, I downloaded that network. I downloaded that template, right? That block, not template now. So what happens, just for you to see properly, let me toggle this in. So you can see, I downloaded this, I added this to it. So you can tweak this too. Remember what we said, you can tweak this. You can come here and say, okay, you know what, you can click on this. You want to change the background, you can change the background. You click on this, then you will come here. You can see this, the picture. You can say, I don't want this picture. You can change it to a different picture, right? You can change it to a different picture, whatever you want. You can say you want to change the text here, instead of shape the future. Once you click on this text, it opens here. You can say you want yours to be create the future, right? Depends on what you want, right? You can change the text here, just click on it, and then you can say we are trying to build the best. At this point, it depends on your creativity. But like I always advise, do not make too much audacious, bold changes. Try as much as possible to just like stick to your theme. Just make some little changes. Make gradual changes. Don't make too much audacious. So change the text. Let it speak your brand. Change text. You can change color. You can remove some blocks that you feel are not relevant. So you don't be forced to say, because you have 20 blocks on your own page, then you must use. No, you don't have to use all the blocks. Look at the ones you like, change them to what you want them to be, and then that's all. Just remove the rest. Remove the ones I don't like this, remove it. You don't want anything, take it out, right? Just take it out. I don't even want all of this part. Just take it out. Take it out, right? Just leave it like this, right? So you don't necessarily have, what I'm saying is you don't necessarily have to use all your all the blocks. You can delete some, you can add some, and all of that. Okay, so guys, we are very much familiar with this now. So let's look at another one. Another way to, the last one here is, okay, let's continue. Now we looked at our blocks. Another thing is you can actually insert a full page. You can insert a full page. So let's take, for instance, you like this page, you can insert it. If it serves the purpose you want it, all the ones that are without Pro, they are free. So you can insert them as a full page. Yeah, you can insert a full page. So it depends on what you want, right? Or maybe you have some templates that you have saved. Some template that you have saved, you can always recall them here. They are here, you can download them. Some block templates that you have saved, you can download them and use them here. All right, let me not bore you, so let's continue. So that's that. So the next button here is the starter template. This is where you have a lot. This is the one I like to use. So you click on the starter template. For instance, it has block start pages. So you can see these are all the websites that we saw before when we're looking at starter times template. So you can actually pick a page and say, I like this page, and use the page, no problem. But in this context, we are looking for blocks. So blocks, go to what kind of block are you looking for? You want hero, click on it, it opens, they are all free. They are all free, all free, all free. So you can decide you want light or dark. If you want a lighter version, you have the lighter version. Do you want the darker version? You click on dark, it gives you the darker version, right? So there are different kinds of what do you call that now? There are different kinds of hero. So just keep clicking, or you can say you look at all. Let's look at all, and there are different types of blocks here. Just look at the one you like, the one that speaks to you, that seems to convey what you want. If I want to do a lot of images, I can just take this and then I import it. Importing it means you're importing it to that space as a block, and then you can now change your pic. You can just, so you can see it is here. It is here. This one is good for to display your works portfolio. You can now start changing your picture. I mean, it's just like the portfolio thing we created the other time when we merged a lot of pictures. Remember the time we created the portfolio, right? Remember that? What we did for, what was that? Sorry. Let's go. It comes up as a, did I delete that? It's like I deleted it too. Oh, remember there was time we created a portfolio. Yes, we created something here. We created a slider image. Exactly. That's how this one is. Right. So when you click on it, it opens up. Man, so beautiful, man, so beautiful. And then you can a makeup artist can actually use this, or a graphic designer can use it to show their recent work. It depends on what you do, right? It depends on what you do. Okay, so you now know how to navigate using all of these tools that are available to you. All right. So let's proceed now. So you have this. I've told you how to change text. Look at this. You come to this page. You want to change it. You want to change anything. Just come here. Click on it. It opens up for you here. So you can change. You can say, okay, no problem. I don't want to change it. I like it, but I'm looking at the color. I don't like the color. Just click on star, right? The color is blue here. You can see the blue color, test color. So you can change test color to, okay, you know what? I don't want it to be a blue. I want it to be a black. You can just drag this to the black here at the bottom. It becomes black. Your test color becomes black. Okay, no, no, no. I don't want black. I want a red. Take it to red and drag this here, right? It becomes red, right? And so you click back on it and then that's it. So if you want to make it permanent, you just click update and then everything is there, right? It's there. So you want to change this, you can change that. All right. This, you click on it. You want to change this to, just click on it. I don't want it to be subscribe. I want it to be buy now. You can just change it here. Buy now. Yeah, that's it. That's it, right? And then you want it to take them to your contact us page or your shop. You can just put your domain name / your shop, right? It takes them to your shop where they can shop. Or this can be shop now, right? Depends on what you want, right? This can be shop now. If it's an e-commerce platform, this can be shop now. So it depends on, like I said, it depends on what you want. The sky is your starting point. And again, you also need to know that so you also need to know that that you also need to know that, like I said, this point is all about your creativity. It's all about your what? Creativity. Your ability to look at things and say, okay, I think this color will be better here. However, to create a professional website, always ensure to make your website professional. Let me just go back. Okay, let me update. Always update before you leave here. Always update before you leave here. Now, when you're done, when you go to exit to dashboard, it takes you to your WordPress backend, right? But when you go to view page, it takes you to the front end. That's the page you just edited now. It takes you to that page. So let's look at the page. So look at the page you just edited now. We have this. We have this. It's a lot of colors. Maybe that's how you want it. No problem, right? But if your website logo is, say, your color is white. You know why this happened? You know why this happened? You know why the logo we edited the other time did not? Because we did not save it. You always need to save, update. When you update, your logo would stay. Because I did not update, that's why it reverted to the old logo, right? Cool. So let's say my logo, my brand color is red and white. Now, what happens is, to give your website a professional look, it's not cool if your logo is red, your brand color is red and white, and then I come to your page, I'm seeing all kinds of color, without seeing a red. There's something is wrong. Now, to make this website more professional, it is good that you make sure you use your brand color, so that when you open the page, what you see is something that speaks to your brand. Let me see. Let me open this page. The brand source. Is it the brand source? Thebrandsource.com. Is that it? Just want to be sure. I want to be sure this is it. Oh, no, that's not my website. That isn't it. Let me see if I can go there. I want to show you something. Okay, let me go to the one I can remember. Let me just go to the one I can remember. There's no time to waste. We don't have enough time. Okay, so what's the other one? Toju Primer. Let's go to Toju Primer. Why are we having issues? Is it my network? Okay. Ooh. All right. What's happening? What is happening? All right. Let me see. Let me check this. Let me go to Princeton Global. All right, let me go to Princeton Global. Now, guys, this is Princeton Global, right? This is Princeton Global. Now, the website, the logo is red and white. Now, if you notice, there's a touch of red. Can you see? There's a touch of red. It makes your website professional. It gives you that professional feel. There's a touch of red. Can you see? there's a touch of red. There's a touch of red. I mean, that way, the buttons are, so that way, when you look at your website, it gives, it also reflects your brand, right? Touch of red. Can you see? It reflects your brand, right? It reflects your brand. Let me see another one. 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 So relevant gadgets. Okay, let me see this. Smart Hub Academy. Yeah. Can you see it's green and the black? You can see there's a touch of green. So your website has to have that thing. So it has to have that thing that makes it, so it gives it that professional look. The moment you just pick a theme and then you stick to that theme all through, and then you do not edit in line with your brand colors, what happens is you have a website that is difficult to really place. It's difficult to place. Do you get? It's difficult to place, right? Because you have so many colors fighting, like what we have here, so many colors, except your brand is a multicolored brand. Yeah, you can have splash of colors, beautiful. But if it is not, then make sure that whatever you're editing is in line with your logo. Look out for your brand color and now edit, right? Edit. Make sure where you have very thick, dark background like this, make sure you use light colors to reflect to reflect your tests. To reflect your tests, right? There's a lot of things we can learn. Now, the beautiful thing about web design is the more you build websites, the better you get. So build your first website. Like I said, do not stress yourself. Let me go back to this page. Build your first website. Do not stress yourself. All you need to just do is just to keep editing, right? And like I said, play safe. Just change pictures, change tests. So for instance, I don't like the picture in this background, for instance. All I need to do is just to click on this, right? Then come to my style, then change the picture. Now, the beautiful thing about this is you can get free pictures from Pixabay. So click on this. That's in your library. You can get free pictures. So I just want to pick a random picture, not necessarily anything that has to do with this, right? I just want to pick a random picture. So I need something that has a bit of I need orientation also matters. I need something that is landscape. So I can save and insert. Right, save and insert. Now see, let me just show you so you see what I mean. Can you see? That's all you do. Make sure can you see? And why I chose this picture for a reason, because the images are aligned to a particular to the right and the text are on the left. So it balances. So you have to be critical about your pictures. Now you can see that what I have here made this website beautiful. What was there is also cool, but when I changed my picture, I did not use a terrible picture. Okay, let me give an example of what a terrible picture looks like. So you get to understand what I'm talking about. Let me give an example of what a terrible picture looks like. All right. So let me say, I just go to Pixel. I go to this. I just say, okay, all right. I want to use a picture. I just click on this, for instance. All right. This might come out nice too. Might come out nice too, but let's just see. Where are you? Oh, I didn't insert it. I didn't insert it. So I have to insert media. It's taking time. Take time. Bro, I don't have time. Okay, save and insert. We didn't do that. Oh, sorry. Save and insert. Now, you tell me why. Now, guys, can you see? Can you see? Okay, let me close this. Can you see? It's not like it's bad, but man, you just destroyed that beautiful website. See what I mean? Your picture has to. In fact, I tell people that what makes your website a professional website, apart from you have a template you're using. Sorry, guys. Sorry for that. I don't know what happened. So let me mute all. All right. I have to mute all. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Okay, guys. So, like I said initially at the beginning of this class, that what makes your website beautiful is your ability to be creative. And then again, because you're just starting out, don't make too much serious changes. Ensure that you use pictures that would rather add value to your. So of course you can make mistake and use a picture you don't like, no problem, that is not working. But of course, study the page, look at the page you're trying to change, you're trying to the page you're trying to replace the picture. Make the text is on the towards the side, so any picture in the middle would not work. It won't work because it will contrast with your test. So you need a picture that is to some extent tilted towards this end. One. Then two, a portrait picture would not work. A portrait picture is a picture that just comes in the middle. It won't work. You need a picture that is a landscape, right? In terms of orientation. So all of these are the things you need to look at before you now decide what picture to use, right? And sometimes you can even decide to make your picture dark. Now, let me tell you where this is where you need some basic skills in design. And you don't need to know how to use Photoshop and the likes. Canva can do the job. So after this free class, after the next weekend and all of that, I'm going to also have a free class for Canva where I'm going to teach you how to design your logo and also how to design your business card, because we're trying to build a business. You have a website now, you need a business card, right? So you don't need to give anybody to design it yourself. Design your logo, design your business card, design your ID card, and then you can send it to the printer to print. I'll show you all of that right from your Canva template. You don't even need a premium Canva account to do that, right? So again, you're building a website, you're having problem challenges with your picture. You have a particular picture you want to use, but you're having problems with it. You can also take that picture to Canva and add a background to it. And then, what's that? Download it as a landscape, if that's the orientation you need. Download it as landscape, and then you bring it in here, and then boom, you have a beautiful website, right? Okay, so let's go back to the picture we used initially. Let's go back to that picture. Where's that lovely picture now? Where is our picture? That picture was just perfect for us. Okay, this is it. So we take that picture, we save and insert, and then we download. All right. Yeah, so you see, it has beauty to it. So what that does for you, it makes your website beautiful. So you need to know, have a sense of design. What would work for this particular part? Oh, okay, I like this. If you don't know what to work for it, just leave it as, just leave your colors there. Don't stress yourself. And you can decide to say, okay, you want a picture in the background. Now, if you don't know, for those of you that probably don't know, this particular place, it has a bluish layer. It has a bluish layer. If you don't know, just know now. It has a bluish layer. So we have the background, and then we now have a background overlay. See, this bluish thing. That's what is giving it this bluish feel that you have here. You see this bluish feel, and it's so beautiful. So it adds. Remember that the picture we added here, don't forget, our picture is actually go to the background. It's a dark picture. But the bluish thing now made it correspond with the old template. The template is blue. I mean the which is the theme of the brand, the blue. So even though the picture is black, the bluish overlay gave it that bluish dark feel. So it corresponds to the website, and everything is so beautiful, right? So basically that's just how to edit your website. So just keep editing. If you have challenges, let me know. Let's see. But the thing is, let me tell you, the more you edit, the better you get to understand all of these things. The more you edit, the better you get to understand how to navigate your way around this. So all of this here are for the premium. There are some things you cannot use until you have the pro account, but you don't need it now. You don't need it. In fact, you may not even need it, right? So your text editor is here. Your image, you want to input a video, you can actually add a video. Google Map, you want to put Google Map, let's just quickly do that. That will be the last thing we'll do. And of course, our time is up. I know we started late, but no problem. So I'm going to put this here. I want the map to fill up all this block. So what I did is, let me just show you what I did, so you won't think I did magic. All I did was here, I click on the plus sign, and then I say I want the manual one. So I want just a single column filling up everything, and that's the column. So what do I want to do? I go back to the icons and I say, okay, I want to put my map here. So I drag the map in the middle and then I drop it. Now what happens is it asks me, where do you want the map? Okay, say for instance, I want the map in number 14B, Milverton Road. Milverton Road, Ikoyi. So you type it there. That's the location. You type it there. 14B, Milverton Road, Ikoyi. See, it brings it out for you. It brings it out for you. And then what do you do? That's it, basically. This is it. 14B, Milverton Road, Ikoyi. Yeah, you can say, okay, you want it to be bolder, like you zoom in, you can zoom in. So you want it to be this, like that's it, right? You zoom in and all of that. So it's because, and a lot of times, right? A lot of times, like I said, it is what you want. So sometimes you can study other websites and say, okay, I like the way they arrange this. You can also arrange yours that way, right? You can arrange yours that way, right? And then again, you can say, okay, you know what? Instead of me adding map myself, let me go to a blog that has map. Let me go to a blog that has map. It could be something that has, let me see. Usually, or let's just go to all and let's just search. Let's see, look for one that has map. Let's see. Okay, now note that you can actually choose any of the blocks here. You can choose any of the blocks here and add your map link to it, right? I'm sure you know that. So it is your, like this one has a map, but usually map usually comes at the footer, right? And for footer, I mean at the end, at this part of your website. Sorry, let's go. At this part, at the end, right? The last page of your website. Usually that's where your map comes and all of that. But you can decide, so you can be creative with your website, right? That's basically what I'm trying to say. So you can add your map anywhere. You can say you want your map here, you want something else here, you want whatever it is you want, right? You can just go ahead and do it. And your resource for, if you want some creative blocks, depending on the theme of your website, if you want some creative blocks, your starter templates, remember where I went to? This gives you a lot of such beautiful blocks that you can actually play with. Beautiful blocks that you can actually play with. I just want to pick one and show you how I can use that one. Which one should I pick? Which one? Okay, I can pick this. Okay, let me just pick one. Let me just look for one. Pick one and then use it. I can use it to do different kind of things. Just look for one that is so nice, beautiful. Okay, you can even say you want to add your team members. You can say, okay, I want to add this as my team members. You want to add this as your team members. I've imported it. All right, so I can call this my team. So to change anything here, remember what you need to do. You know why this is like this? You know why it is like this? I cannot see the test. There's a test here actually. You see, I cannot see it because the template is white and my distance is white. So if I'm going to do this, when you notice that, you can go back to your block and say, okay, you want all the distance in black, right? Dark colors. So what happens is, I want to go back and I want to go back and where's that particular template I downloaded? Okay, I don't want to waste my time. I can just say, okay, I'm going to Teams. It's Teams. On Teams. Okay, team, where are you? I go to Team, and then this is it. I think this is it. There are a lot of templates like that. So you can choose this. You can take this. Let's take this. This one is easy. Or you can go for this. You can go for this, depending on the one you want. Okay, let's just pick one. Let's pick this. Okay, so cool. So I'm importing this. Right, cool. All right, so I have that, right? And then I can delete this. Or I can say, okay, I want this, and I can change all of this to black, right? The text color, I want it to be black. So all I need to do is just to say, okay, I move this to black here. See? Right? So I can still use this. I'm just telling you, you don't need to change. Just come here and say, okay, I want my text to be black. Just change all your text to black, right? Simple. So like all of this, you want, let's see. There's a text here, right? It has to be, yep. So you want the text to be black. Come here. All right, cool. So you get what I just did now, right? Oh, bless me. Oh, bless me. All right. So That's that about that. I'm just trying for the content, because there's a content here. There's a content here. That's what I'm trying to look for. I've clicked on the content, and then I want my text to be black, 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 black. See the name. So you can use this and just edit it the way you want. So I call this theme. Click on this. It opens up here. If it doesn't open up, then come to content. Yeah, that's it. So I can call this our theme, right? And then this is your test. So you can write my test. We have the best team in the world. Meet our amazing team. You can say, meet our amazing, or you can say, meet our creative team, or whatever it is you want to write, right? Meet the team, or you can say, meet the team, meet the guys who create awesomeness, depending on what you want, depending on the tone of your website. It can be formal, it can be informal, it can be, I mean, depending on what you want. You can even, it depends on what your website is for. If it's a creative website, you can even have some pigeon lines. It depends on you, right? Meet the guys who creates, who makes creativity easy, something like that. Just depends on what you want, and then you can change the picture. Click on this picture, come here, change it, say, okay, no, I don't want to use this. Impute your guy's picture, your own picture, and then choose the one you want, impute it, and then you change it. Change the name. Click on this name, then put the name there. My name is Damalala, so I'm going to use my name, Damalala Keke, right? That's it, right? And then the link, click on this, link opens, click on Facebook. What's your Facebook link? Go and copy your Facebook link, drop it here. Come down, LinkedIn link, profile, copy it, drop it here. Like that's all. So once they click on this, it takes you there. So your limitation is, you are limited by your imagination. That's the point I'm trying to make. How good are you at editing? Can you like what do you see? If you can look at other websites and say, okay, I like how they did this, and you can do yours that way, right? You can edit yours to look like that too, or even more beautiful than that. So it depends on you, right? It depends on you. All right, guys. It's 10 minutes past 10. I'm going to have to call the class off here. If you have any questions, please, you can send them to me on the group. I like to answer questions on the group, on the WhatsApp group. And if you don't have the link to the WhatsApp group, you can let me know. So I can drop the link on the, let me just drop it now. I can drop the link for everyone. And the reason is I like to answer questions on the group because it makes life pretty easy for me. There are a lot of people who probably want to, there are a lot of people who, whatever question you ask, somebody might also have the same question. So I don't need to answer the question twice. And that's why I would really, 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 really want to answer your questions on the group so other people can also participate, right? So if you want to join the WhatsApp group, please, I've dropped the link. You can follow that link. Just click on it. It takes you to the WhatsApp group, and then you can ask any question on the group. If it requires that I do a video, I'll do a short video and I'll drop it for everyone else to follow. And then in the course of the week, if you have any questions as per how you want to sort out something, please ask those questions. If those questions are very important questions, what I can do is I can make sure I add them to my class for next week so I can teach you what to do. All right, guys, it's been an exciting time with you. I'm sure you have learned one or two things, and I'm sure you are now able to at least set up your WordPress website, and then you can now start editing. So I hope to see what some of you would have done, even if it is just your own page. Let me see what you have done this week. By next week, latest by next week, let me just see a sample of some of the things some of you have done, and then we can see how we can take it further from there. Guys, don't forget, the beauty of learning is in practicing. If you stop practicing, then you stop learning. So keep practicing, keep tweaking, keep making changes, and the more changes you make, the better you get at it. See you again next week. Do have a good day. Somebody said, can the recording be sent to our email? I'll try and do that. If I can't send to your email, I'll try and upload on YouTube, and I'll forward the link to everyone on this group, right? I'll try and do that, right? I'll really try. I'll try and see if I can upload the one for last week and this week. Right. Thank you guys so much. Do have a great weekend. And don't forget, if you have any question, you can drop on the WhatsApp group. All right. Take care, guys.